I'm talking about positive and inclusive cultures.
Mhm.
We all know now that, if you pull resources or people from different backgrounds, you're able to get the best outcome. What progress has been made in developing inclusive cultures in higher education from your point of view?
Yeah, that's another really good question. We all know the theory, but how to bring it into practice is often a lot more difficult and requires a lot of kind of persistent on the ground work. I think we still have a long way to go. At most universities, research cultures are quite individualistic. They are very competitive. They're focused on a very narrow set of metrics, publications in top journals, research funding, rather than being more collaborative, supportive and inclusive. And I think some academics might actually enjoy being spurred on by a climate of competition. I don't deny that, but I don't necessarily think it brings out the best in people, certainly not all people. And I think in the past decade, it might also have led to increasing problems with research integrity, with people cutting corners in doing their data collection and analysis. So I think we really have some way to go. And I'm certainly not the only one who feels like this. And there's been lots of calls for more inclusive research cultures. The Wellcome Trust has been very vocal on this. There's also Research England's the Future Research Assessment Program, FRAP, almost sounds like a drink by one of the big chains. As another example, Middlesex University's most recent promotion criteria, they explicitly include collegiality, which is supposed to underlie the whole application. It's not just an optional extra like one of the tick boxes, but a core criterion. So we're making some progress, but I've been in university management long enough to know that the devil is in the details. So if you want to translate theory or strategy into actual positive change, you really need to work on this consistently, tirelessly, day to day. Because we all know that strategies and action plans, they are statements of intent. And we write these reports, but they're mainly created to satisfy external demands or certification or accreditation. And they often bear little resemblance to what academics on the coalface experience in their day-to-day reality. So I think we really have some way to go. And given that I'm working for Middlesex University, I'm allowed a little plug for the university. We've just finished our launch for the new strategy 2031. And the tagline of that strategy is knowledge into action. And I think that's a real crucial point. It's not just about knowledge, but also bringing it into action. So really what I'm trying to do at Middlesex in supporting early career researchers, creating inclusive cultures, it's really about not a grand design. I told you earlier, I'm not someone for grand designs. It's an emergent, it's an incremental, it's an iterative type of strategy. And it's very practical, day-to-day on-the-ground support. But as you alluded to in the beginning of the question, inclusive cultures make business sense for universities as well. It's not always easy to evidence a direct link between inclusive cultures and improved results, but I think it is there. And I think it's even there if you look at the international rankings. Certainly, Middlesex University has improved considerably in the international rankings, and it's also shown excellent performance in the REF, the Research Excellence Framework for those who are not located in the UK. And pleasingly, the REF this round also put a lot of emphasis on equality, diversity, and inclusion, and having inclusive practices during the preparation of the REF as well. So again, lots of initiatives, but I think we'll need the next 5 to 10 years for them to really get embedded in the sector.